How are you, Aydın? Professor Aydın?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm great, thank you. Ismail Jabbarlı, how about you?
Hello.
Hi, Ismail, how are you? Ismail, can you hear me? Mr. Ismail, Turan? Aydın, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so how was your weekend, Aydın?
Fine, right.
Did you go somewhere?
Oh, no.
How many questions did you solve from this paper, Aydın?
10. 10.
10?
One moment. Yes. 10, 9. Yes, 10 question.
Okay. Good. So, Aydın, if you are ready, let's start. Turan, Ismail, Sunay. Ismail, where is Nargis?
4 minutes.
Okay, let's see. Aydın, let's start with you, all right? And step by step, I hope others will join soon. And let's see, just read it. And if you have already solved, okay, let's just tell me the method. How did you solve this question? Aydın, read the question.
Suppose it's now the month of December. What month will it be 100 calendar months from now?
Okay.
My answer is April.
April, how did you find it?
I first wrote 100 divided 12. It's equal to 8 remainder 2. So it's like 8 year. And 8 year is equal to December. And 4 days in 8 times 12 is equal to 96. And 96, 100 minus 96 is equal to 4. So January, February, March, April.
I see. Very good. So that is 8 times 12. Here we have 4, right? Because every year we have 12 months, right? This 12 months is just in a circle they are changing. That means that's 96 months, right? It will be just 96 years. I mean, 8 years. And plus 4 means actually the 4th month in a year, it is April. So the answer is B. Okay, very good. Ismail, can you read the next question?
Yes. 6 machines can produce 15
Machines, 6
items
machines.
every. Machines can produce 15. Produce 15 items every 30 minutes. Items every 30 minutes. How many additional machines are needed to produce 70 items every hour?
Every hour. 6 machines can produce 15 items every 6 minutes. How many additional machines are needed? But here is kind of question you should be careful, all right? They are not asking how many machines. They are asking how many additional machines, right? Actually, we have already 6 machines here. How many more machines we should buy or we should add, right? So that we want actually to produce 60 items in 1 hour. So 6 machines, 15 items in 30 minutes.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Nargis.
uh, and 6 machines.
Okay. Ismail, how are you writing with mouse
No,
or with your finger? How are you writing this?
uh, I write this.
No, no, no. I'm asking you, how are you writing on the screen?
Phone.
Oh, that's why you're so slow. Okay. So I got it. Ismail, very good. So again, these are rate problems, right? First, actually, we are going to use unitary systems to solve this question. It says 6 machines. I can just write here machines. Okay, and here we have items, and here we have time. So it says that every hour, I'm going to write this in hour. It says that 6 machines can produce 15 items in 30 minutes. 30 minutes is 1/2 hours, time in hours, right? So the question is in 1 hour. We know that actually, again, 6 machines, if they work 30 more minutes, right, they can produce 15 more, which means that they can produce 30 items in 1 hour, right? So the question is, how about 70 items? If they want to, actually, if we want to produce 70 items in 1 hour, how many more machines do we need, right? So now actually this time is fixed, right? If time is not changing, if we want to produce more items, also we need more machines, right? So that means that how can I get 70 here? To get 70 here, I need to multiply this. I'm not changing this one. I need to multiply this by 70 over 30 times 30. The same thing also, I need to multiply the number of machines, 70 over 30 times, here we have 60, right? Because they are increasing at the same rate. If we have more machines, we can produce more. If we have less machines, we can produce less. So that's it. Now, if you just simplify this, what we get here? Here we have 0, 0, that cancel each other. 6 over 2, 6 over 3, that's 2. 2 times 7, that's equal to 14. And this one, 30, 30, they cancel each other. Here we have 70, and here we have 1 hour. That means that if we want to produce 70 items in 1 hour, we need 14 machines. But initially, we had 6 machines, right? So how many more? That is 14 minus 6. We need 8 more machines. So the answer is we need 8 more. And that's why you should understand how many additional machines they are asking. Okay, it's not, the answer is not 14. The answer is 8. Turan, are you here? Sunay, how about you? Okay, let's move to the next question.
Can I read?
Nargis, you read it.
Okay. How many of 17 whole number must be odd if their product is odd? And my
Product.
answer is E.
Product.
Product. My answer is E.
Do you hear me?
Who are you? Sunay, are you here?
Yes, yes.
So why is always your camera off? You never answer the questions, and you are so quiet, Sunay. Why? May I know the reason?
Mm,
Okay, Aydın, let's continue. Nargis, so how many of 17 whole numbers, suppose we are given 17 whole numbers, how many of them must be odd if the product is odd?
My answer is E. 17.
17. Because it says that if the product is odd, that means that odd number times odd number, that is odd, right? And if you multiply even number by any odd number, it is even. For the result to be odd number, all numbers must be odd. Otherwise, if even one number is even, the result will be even. That means that all of the numbers must be odd, right? Like 3 times 5 times 7 times 9 times 11. If you just multiply by one even number, the result will be even, because even times even, we know that even times even also is even. Next question. I then read the question.
Yes. Um, yes. Each card has maths. In Magic Show, the magician places 4 cards on the table, as shown below. Each card has a math symbol on one side and a number on other side. After showing the card, he flipped over some of the cards and arranged them. The new arrangement of the cards is shown below. How many of these 4 cards have an even number on one side?
Okay. In a magic show, the magician plays 4 cards on the table as shown below. Each card has a math symbol on one side and a number on the other side, right? So as see here, since we are talking about 4 cards, let's say these are 4 cards. That's the first one, and that's the second one, and the third one, and fourth one. And these are the back of these cards, right? Talk about this back of these cards. And as see here from the picture, as from these pictures, we have already seen used 4 different mathematical symbols here. So that means that here it must be plus, here it must be, let's say, division, this must be multiplication, and this must be minus, right? Now here actually 5, right? 5, and here in the first picture we don't have 5. That means that behind plus or division it must be 5, right? And suppose that behind plus it is 5, okay? So now here we have multiplication minus, and in the first one we don't have multiplication minus. That means that behind multiplication it must be 6 or 4. Let's say behind multiplication it is 6, and behind minus it must be 4, right? We are talking about these numbers. So one symbol is left, and here we have one more number, right? So that number should be behind division. So the question is, how many of these 4 cards have an even number on one side? So this
The
4
answer
is even, 6 is even, 4 is even. How many it is?
3. Answer is 3.
Okay, Nargis, your answer is correct. Okay, let's continue. An easy question, but still it's a mathematical reasoning, the logic question. I mean, you need to think. Ismail, read the next question.
Okay.
Can I say?
Find the largest value of m if the number 201m6 is divisible by 9. I write it is E.
Yes, 9.
E, because we know that for a number to be divisible by 9, so the sum of the digits, right, that is 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus m plus 6, it must be divisible by 9. If we have 3, 9, it is 9 plus m, it should be divisible by 9. So what are the possible values of m? Either it is 0 or 9 or 18 and continue. But here m is a digit, so it cannot be this 18. So we have 2 possible answers. It is 0 or 9. And the question is asking the largest value, right?
Largest number.
Among these 2, 9 is the largest one. So the answer is 9. Very good. Next, whose turn is it?
I think mine.
Sunai, are you here?
Yes.
Can you turn on your camera? Sunai, read the question. Turn on your microphone first. You muted yourself, Sunai.
Bianca and Jordan went to a market to buy some food. Bianca paid 29 for muffins and 3 pies. Jordan paid $31 for 5 muffins and 2 pies. What was the price of a muffin?
Okay, it says 4 muffins and 3 pies, right? It is $29, and 5 muffins and 2 pies, it is $31. Maybe actually you just solve by making some kind of guess, but here I'm going to show you very simple method using algebra. Okay, so suppose that the price of 1 muffin is $M, and the price of 1 pie is, let's say, $P. At that time you are buying 4 muffin plus 3 and pies, right? You paid how much? $29. But when you buy 5 muffins, right, and plus 2 pies, you paid how much? It is $31. Okay, so now from here, how are we going to solve this? Now from here, the difference is, right, the difference is 2. Now what is the difference here? It is okay, how do you solve this?
29 times 5 and 31 times 4.
Yeah,
Yes.
here I'm just going to show you very simple. That's very simple method, right? We are going to eliminate one of the P or M. Let's just eliminate P. We know that in equations, if you multiply left-hand side and right-hand side, it does not change anything. Like, for example, we know that if A equals B, right? If you multiply both sides by C, still they are same. A times C is equal to B times C. Using this idea, I'm going to multiply. Let's say this is our first equation and this is our second equation. Multiply the first equation by 2. 2 times 4, it is 8M. 2 times 3, it is 6P. 2 times 29, that's equal to 58. The second equation, let's multiply by 3. Sunai, what is 3 times 5?
15.
It is 15. And 3 times
15.
2, it is 6P. What is 3 times 31?
93.
93. So now we have two equations. Now if you just subtract side by side, okay? So maybe you want to subtract the first equation from the second one. 15 minus 8, it is 7M.
7m
6 minus
plus
6 is equal to 0. 93 minus 58, that's equal to 60, 65,
35.
35. Sorry, it is 35. 35. And we know that 7 times 5 is 35. So M is equal to 5. What is the question here? What is the price of a muffin, right? M is the price of the muffin. So 1 muffin is equal to how much? $5. So the answer is $5. Okay, Mr. Sunai.
Yes.
Sunai, read the
Can I
next
read?
Can
question.
answer.
Can I read?
Yeah,
My
let's
turn. It's my
let
turn.
Sunai read it also, because otherwise I'm going to lose him. Read the question, Sunai.
It is given that a what star
A star B.
A star B equals A times A plus B. For any whole numbers A and B, for example, 2 star 3 equals 2 times 2 plus 3 equals 7. What is the value of A given that 6 star 7 equals 5 star A?
Okay, thank you, Sunai. Good, Sunai. Yeah, always keep your camera on. I don't know,
I have to
behind the
answer.
screen, who is there? Why do you turn off your camera? All right, here,
Can answer.
yes,
Can I read?
It's my answer is 18.
18.
Yes.
Because here, what is that?
My
It
answer is
says
18
that
too.
A star B, multiply this first number by itself and add it to the second number, right? So using this one, here we have on the left-hand side, 6 times 6 and plus 7. On the right-hand side, we have 5 times 5 plus capital A. So 36 plus 7 is 43, right? 36 plus 43. Take 25 to the left-hand side, minus 25, that's equal to A. What is A? A is equal to 18. So
43
the answer
minus.
is 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Turan, are you here?
Can I read?
Alright,
Wicked, how about you?
Can I?
alright.
Okay, whose turn is it now?
Mine.
Okay,
Mine,
Smile,
mine,
smile, smile.
My turn.
mine turn.
okay, Ismail,
My
you read
turn.
it. After that, Aydın. Okay, then Nargis. Ismail, read it.
Daniel cut the paper into half. Then he cut the papers to produce half of
To
each of the
produce,
piece.
to produce.
Produce half of each of the piece of paper.
Pieces
He
of
repeated
paper. Pieces
pieces
of
of
paper.
paper. He repeated this many times until he got more than 1,000 pieces of paper. What was the least number of cuts he made? My answer is A.
Your answer is A. Aydın, how about your answer?
Oh, I cancel.
Huh?
I cancel.
What?
I cancel this question.
You couldn't solve this problem. Okay, Nargis, what's your answer?
My answer is E2.
A.
8. A.
Sunay, how about you? Did you understand the question, Sunay? Sunay, did you understand the question?
Yes, yes.
What is your answer? Do you have any answer?
Not yet.
Okay, good. The answer 499, that's a wrong answer. Okay, guys, here, if you understand the question, okay, so now suppose that we have a big piece of paper, right? And it says that Daniel cut a paper into half, then he cut the papers to produce half of each of the piece of paper. He repeated this many times until he got more than 1,000 pieces of paper. What was the least number of cuts he made? And usually if you want to cut a paper into 1,000 pieces or more than that, Ismail and maybe girls, they understand it much better, because to make some decoration, how do you cut this? We don't cut it one by one, right? First, I just cut this from here, from the middle. I just cut from here, right? And after that, I put them together, right? And I just cut from here, right? Now, in two cuts, how many pieces I have here? I have 4 pieces, right? So these 4 pieces, put them together, and now cut from here. How many pieces? I have 8 pieces now. If I cut from here, for example, how many? I have 8 more, it is 16. So again, I put them together, just take them, okay? And I cut from here and from here. That is 16 plus 16, that's equal to 32. This one is 16, this one is 2. So now again, I put them together, just take them, okay? They are smaller now. I just cut from here and cut from here. How many? 32 plus 32. I have, what is it? 64. So now again, I put them like this, okay? Cut from here and cut from here. It is 64 plus 64. Now I have 128 pieces. And I will continue doing this one. Now look at this one. Here where I put just like this, small pieces now. I can cut from here and from here. 128 plus 128, that's equal to 256. So again, stack them together and cut like this. That is 256 plus 256, that's equal to 512, right? And the last one is these small pieces, right? I just cut from here. What is it? It is just already 512 plus 512. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's already, I think we got this. Sorry. Just a second. In the first one, I have actually cut two cuts, right? I have 4 pieces here, not 2. Why did I write 2? Because here, this one, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And put them together, cut them from here, I have 8 pieces. Cut from here, we have 16 pieces. Is it? 4, 4, 4, 4. So here we have 16 pieces. Now 16, cut them into here, we have 32. And we have here we have 32, right? So that's equal to, what is it? 32 plus 32. Now here we have 64. Because now 16 pieces, right? Put them together. If I just count it into here, we have 32. Now 32 into 2, we have 64. So now here, not actually 32. Now I have 64. If you cut into 2, I have 128. And again, one more time, here we have, what is it? 256. That is 128 plus 128. That's equal to 256. Now here we have 256. If you just cut from here into 2 half, we have 512. One more, 1024. How many cuts? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just with 10 cuts, I can cut this into 1024 pieces. That is more than 1000. So here, what is the answer? Here, the answer is none of the above. We don't have such answer here. Okay, Ismail, Nargis, Aydin, did you understand? You can just take a piece of paper, you can cut this, because it's just increasing the powers of 2. Like 2, it becomes 4. 4 becomes 8. 8 becomes 16. Because you're just folding, right? When we are cutting this, we just fold the paper, then cut this. All right, so the answer is he here. Okay, next, Aydin, I think it's your turn. Read it.
Daniel participated in a chess tournament. There were 10 players in the tournament. Each player played once with every other player. The player received 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 point for a loss. This is the sum of the scores all of the players.
Guys, before you answer the question, I will give you 1.5 minutes. Read it one more time and leave your answer to the chat box. Let's see. Don't say anything, okay? You have 2 minutes. Read one more time if you didn't understand. That is also nice, but not that easy question. You need to think a little bit to be able to answer this question. I think you say you are not sure. Why you are not sure? Ismail, why is your answer B?
I don't know. Is it correct answer?
It's not a correct answer. I just wonder why is it B?
Is the answer correct?
Suna, how about you? Do you have any answer?
No.
Did you understand the question?
Yes. Yes.
If I ask you, Suna, for example, let's say Daniel participated in a chess tournament. There are 10 players in the tournament. Each player played once with every other player.
9 plus 8 plus 7
How
plus 6.
how many games are played here? The first step is let me just find how many games are played. So to find the number of games, right? 10 players. The first player plays against 9 players, that is 9. And
9
the
plus
second one
8,
against 8 and 7
7
and dot dot. Here we have 2 plus 1. What is
is
it?
equal to
That's the
45.
first, the sum of
45.
the first 9 natural numbers. That is 9 times 10, right, over 2. That's equal to 45.
45.
So that means that 45 games are played here. So number 2, it says in the question, a player received 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 point for a loss. What is the sum of the scores of all players? Okay, and suppose the 2 players are playing here. This one is Aydın and this one is Sunay. So we have 2 possibilities, right? If Aydın wins, for example, he gets 2 points, Sunay gets 0 point. And what is the sum of their points? It is 2. If the match is draw, Aydın gets 1
1 1.
point, Sunay gets 1 point. So the sum of the points again, it is 2. If Aydın loses, Sunay wins, right? It is 2. The sum of the points, it is 2. So whatever it is, whoever loses or wins doesn't matter. The sum of the points, right, of each game, it is 2. So since we know that 45 games are played, for each game, 2 points are given because it must be shared. So that's equal to 9.
19.
So that means that it is just 9.
Answer correct.
Okay, good.
Teacher, can you explain this again?
All right, let me just explain in this way. It's very real life problem. Okay,
Teacher, can
suppose that you are organizing a chess tournament and there are 10 players in the tournament. Okay, 10 players are going to participate. So the rule is this: every player plays against another player only once. Okay, so since we have 10 players, the first player plays against 9 players and the second player against 7 players, right? Blah blah blah. How many games are played here? It's like shaking hands, right? So here we have 45 games are played. Okay, so now you want to know, okay, the prize money. You are saying that if a person wins, okay, I will give him $2. If it is draw, for each player, I am going to give $1. Okay. If the person loses, he gets $0. So that means that how much money should we give to sponsor this competition, right? Or contest or tournament. So now if you just check this here, the first case, the first guy wins, the second guy loses, right? What is their total prize money? It is $2, right? Because winner gets $2, loser gets $0. The second case, how about the result is draw? That means that each person gets $1, right? So that's 1 plus 1. Still, actually, we are giving $2 to one um, game. How about the first person loses, the second person wins? Still, actually, the 0 plus 2, right? The resulting score is 2. That means that whoever loses or wins, it doesn't matter. The sum of the points or prize money they get, it does not change. That is just 2, right? So how many games do we have here? We have 45 games are played. For each game, $2 is given. So altogether, how much is given? It is 90 given.
okay.
Okay, next question. Whose turn? Nargis, it's your turn.
Yes. How many squares are there in the figure? I
Guys,
think
don't
it's
answer the question. Okay, first count it because not everybody may not know this. Okay, let me give you 1.5 minutes. It's not a difficult question. After 1.5 minutes, let's discuss it together. If you know the answer, leave your answer in the chat box. Yes, Ismail. What happened?
Is my answer correct?
Is my answer correct?
Let's see. Because your answers are different, I'm thinking. Yes, Ismail, your answer is correct.
Okay.
Okay. So now, why can't you solve the question? Because you don't practice, right? Sunai? Okay, guys,
Is my
first
answer
here,
correct?
let's just count 1 by 1 squares. How many 1 by 1 squares do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we have 9 1 by 1 squares. And how about 2 by 2 squares? And this one is 1, right? And this one is 2. And this one is 3. And also this one is 4. And this one is 5. So here we have 5 2 by 2 squares. Okay. And I think, Ismail, your answer is wrong. Did you see that we have 5 2 by 2 squares, right? Ismail, is it correct? Can you see them, Ismail? Anyway, so we have 5 2 by 2 squares. And how about 3 by 3 squares? And here we have, which one is 3 by 3? As you see here, this one, right? 3 by, do we have any 3 by 3? We don't have. So 3 by 3,
Half.
it is 0. And how about 4
Mr.
by
Cousin,
4?
half.
Huh? Have?
Yes.
Where?
Um,
Okay, we have, right? It's 1.
yes, it's 1.
Okay, good. So here we have 1. Now, how about 4 by 4? Also 4 by 4, we have 1, the biggest square, right? Altogether, how many? 14. Here we have
17.
16.
And 16.
So the answer is 16.
116.
Because here we have 9 1 by 1 squares, 5 2 by 2 squares, 1 3 by 3 square, and 1 4 by 4 square. Altogether, 16. Okay, Nargis, either any
Yes.
questions?
No.
Good. Guys, you should be careful. As you see, questions are tricky. If you don't think carefully, you make a mistake. Whose turn is it?
Mine.
Okay, I didn't read it.
The year 2016 is an interesting number because it is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. One is the next year that has the same properties above. My answer is D.
Your answer is D. How did you answer?
Yes.
How did you get this answer?
I find which number who divides by 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Okay, usually actually you need to find the least common multiple of these numbers. If you find the least common multiple of these numbers, that's equal to 504. So this 504, right, it is divisible by 504. That means that it is divisible by all of these numbers. That's why the answer is D. Okay. Sunai, read the question.
Find the next fraction in the sequence below.
Next fraction in the sequence below. 1 minute. You have 1 minute. I think I'll leave your answer to the chat box. Let's see. Huh? Leave your answer to the chat box. We will discuss after 1 minute. Ulker, are you here? Ukir is not here, right? Turan, how about you? Also, Turan is not here. He's here, but Aydın, your answer is not correct. Ismail, your answer is not correct. Your answer is not correct, Aydın. Nargis, how about you? No answer?
No.
I think it's a very easy question. You know? In this kind of fractions, okay, first, in different ways, we can calculate this. For example, how about if you look at this, for example, let's say 3/4, the first one, right? And how about the second one? If I multiply this by, for example, 4, because this one, as you see here, 12 and 4, it can be maybe 8. If you multiply this 4, I have 4/8. Next one is 5/12. Next one is, how about if you multiply it by 2? I mean, numerator and denominator multiply by 2. That is 6/16. Next one is 7/20. Now, what do you notice here? If you look at the denominators, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, these are the multiples of 4, right? So next number should be 24. And how about the numerators? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next one should be 8. And 8/24, that's equal to 8 times 1, and 8 times 3. So that's equal to 1/3. The answer is B. Sunai, did you understand?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sunai, do you ever practice questions at home?
Yes.
So why do you never answer questions correctly? Sunai, read the question.
How many times do the hour hand and minute hand for 19 grados
90 degrees.
degrees from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.?
Okay. Guys, think, okay, if you have answer, leave it to the chat box. Let's see. You have 2 minutes to do this question. But do not guess the answer, okay? Do it. Let me just see your solution, how we can solve this problem. I didn't. Are you guessing the answer or did you really get this answer?
What?
Are you guessing the answer or did you really solve it?
Isn't also correct?
Okay. All right. So let me just give me a minute. Let's do this together. Okay. Nargis, no answer.
No.
Let me just put only 2 o'clock. Okay, you will see that. Now you'll understand the question now. Okay, guys, the question here is, what is it? If you just make a little bit imagination, you can understand this problem. How many times do the hour hand and minute hand form 90 degrees from 2 a.m. to 10 p.m., right? First, I will just count this from here. For example, let's say the first one is from 2:00 to 2:59, right? What is it? That means that here we starting, right? This one is showing 2, for example, and it's just moving because this angle is not 90 degrees. It's less than 90 degrees. When our hand is moving, just come somewhere here, right? And this angle will be 90 degrees. So between 2 and 2:59, how many times? Actually, it's only one time, right? And now, how about 3 o'clock? When it is 3 o'clock, we know that actually it is here, right? Our minute hand, and our hand is here. It's already forming 190 degrees. So now actually this one starts moving, right? And also after that, after somewhere, right, it's also moving. It formed 90 degrees one more time. So how many times between, let's say it is 3 and the 3:59, how many times? Here we have 2. And how about 2 times? Actually, it forms 90-degree angle. And how about 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock means it is our hand is here, right? And this one is 3, this one is 9, and it's showing here, right? So as you see here, this angle is greater than 90 degrees. So when it is moving, right, this minute hand, it is getting close to our hand. After some time, it forms 90 degrees. And after that, it's moving, right, again somewhere else, it forms 90 degrees. How many times? It is 2 times. This one is from 4 to 5. And how about this one is 5 to 6, right? This one is 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, right? And how about 5 to 6? Again, when it is 5 o'clock, it means that it is here, right? And 5 is here, right? 5 is here. And you see here, this angle is greater than 90. When it is moving down, right? Actually, after some minutes, actually the angle becomes 90 degrees. Again, just overtaking this minute hand. Also somewhere here, again, it forms 90 degrees. How many times? Again, it is 2 times. When it is 6 o'clock, the same thing here. This one is 6 o'clock, right? Our hand is here. It's moving. One, actually it forms here, right? Somewhere here. And also it's moving here, right? Again, somewhere here. How many times? Again, it is 2 times. How about 78? 78 is, again, this one is 6, this one is 12, and this one is 7. And this one is 12 o'clock, right? And 7, right? This angle, again, it is greater than 90. How many times? When it's just moving down, right? 1 time, and passing the hour clock 1 more time. So again, also here we have 2 times. So now it is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is, this is 3, 9, I mean, that one is 12, 3, 6, 9. And 8 o'clock is here, right? It is 8 is here, and it is showing here, right? Again, it is just moving, right? Coming here. And before 9 o'clock, it forms only one time, because when it forms 90 degrees second time, it will be already 9 o'clock. So here we have only one time. From 9 to 10, for example, now it is 9 o'clock, right? It is 9 o'clock, the first 90 degrees, and it is just moving, right? One more time, so it is 2 times. And how about from 10 to 11? From this one is 10, and this one 10 to 11. It's just moving, right? Actually, how many times? Only one time. So here we have one time. Altogether, how many times? So here we have 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 11, 11 plus 1 12, 12 plus 2, it is 14. And well, until 10, right? Okay, until 10, 14. So it is 14. Did anybody say 14? No. Who said 4? No, D. Nobody said 14, right? And also, if you just have a clock, you can just check this, okay? How is it working? Okay. The last question, guys. Maybe I will stop here, okay? Next time we will continue because we have, all right, let's do also this question quickly, okay? And I will just explain and finish the class. In this question, the teacher asks Lisa to write numbers from 1 to 100. However, Lisa made a mistake by writing the all the digits 7 as 1 instead of 7. What is it? By writing the all the digits 7 as 1 instead of 7. In total, how many ones did Lisa write? Okay. First, when he doesn't make a mistake, we need to count ones, right? For example, let's say if I just write 1, here we have 1, and here we have 11, right? For example, let me just write 10, 11, and until here we have 19, and here we have 21, and 31, and 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, 91, right? How many ones do we have here? From 1 to 9, here we have only 1. From actually 10 to 19, right? Here we have 10 ones, and 11, we have 2 ones. So here we have 11 ones here. And here we have from 2 to 19, right? 21, 31, 41, we have 1 ones. So how many here? We have 8. So altogether 11 plus 8 plus 1. So here we have number of ones. It is how many? It is 20. And it says that that's the first part. Instead of also sevens, he wrote, what is it? Ones. And also actually 100, right? I didn't count it. Also 100. Also here we have 100. Also we have one more 1 here. So it is 20 plus 1, altogether 21 ones. How about sevens? Instead of sevens, also he wrote 1. So here we have 7, and here we have 17, and 27, 37, 47, 57, 67. Now here we have 70 and dot. Here we have 77 and 79. And here we have 87 and 97, right? So actually starting from 7 to 97, how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7 plus, and from 70 to 79, I have 10 sevens, right? Plus here we have 2 sevens. So we have 11. Plus, and here we have 87, 1 7, 97, we have 1 7. Here we have 2 more. And how many it is? We have 27s. So altogether here we have 21 plus 20. So he wrote 41 ones. So how many ones did Lisa write? Lisa actually wrote 41 ones on the whiteboard. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Keep practicing. All right, so you need to read the question twice. Always, when you just get the solution, think one more time. Did you solve it correctly or not? Because Sasmo questions are tricky questions. Okay, if you just make a small mistake, you'll get wrong answer. Thank you very much. See you on Thursday, right, or Friday. Have a good day
Friday.
Friday,
ahead.
Friday.
Bye bye. Okay, see you on Friday. Okay, bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.